Hi everyone, I'm Evangeline here at etrailer. Today we are going to be taking a look at the Surco Camping Table. This is going to be a laminated oak top camping table, great for those different weekend adventures, car camping, those different types of situations. Now, whenever I have to make some food or coffee at the campsite, it's really helpful to have a table as that level ground. But the first thing is, how do you get that table to the campsite? With this being a collapsible table, this folds up to only 3 inches of depth. So that way you can store it inside your vehicle, maybe behind the seats or in the back hatch. Or if you have a roof box or a cargo carrier, you can store that on there as well. So this collapsible design makes it easier to store, easier to carry, and that way you don't have to sacrifice your convenience for when you want to go out camping. Now, I've gone camping a fair amount of times, and camping tables are something that you don't really think you need until that first time you need to make coffee and you realize that flat rock that you had everything set on wasn't that flat after all. So having a level surface that you can rely on is pretty crucial to a good camping experience. Now, with that in mind, there are a bunch of different types of camping tables out there. You have your modular systems, which are going to be bamboo planks that sit on top of your hitch carrier. You have your fold-out slats table, which do fold down to be even more compact than this. So when you compare the Surco camping table with other options, this is going to be more on the basic side. But what I do like about it is going to be its laminated oak top, because that definitely is going to be a lot more sturdy in terms of feels compared to your fold-out slat style camping tables. The most important thing about tables is obviously the tabletop. So you have this oak top, and this is going to be a smooth laminate, which means that this is going to make it a lot easier to just wipe the table off with a clean rag when you're done using it. And this is going to be a 3/4 inch thick tabletop, which feels really sturdy, feels really dense. You do have this banded edge, that way it's fine with just setting this on the ground, because that banded edge will help just handle that impact of the ground over time. And then the bottom, when this is laminate, this is usually particle board core, but this doesn't feel like your poster board particle board. This feels really dense. I don't have any particles coming off when I scratch at it, which is something I usually notice with more lower quality tabletops. This is a really dense core that feels like it will hold up to the different elements and the test of time. So speaking of the test of time, I've had this table for about a month now, and it has suffered some just like concrete, salt, and just ground impacts to the side, but the table itself works pretty great. And the reasoning for that is because of those different components. So not just that dense tabletop, but you also have your plastic pieces, especially where things hinge out like that. And then you have your aluminum legs. So nothing that's gonna rust over time, just the aluminum does keep things lightweight, but also provide that structural integrity to support weight. You do have plastic leg caps on the bottom. So if you were to use this outside, those plastic caps do just protect the table. But if you were to use this indoors, those plastic caps help protect your carpet or your floor. Surco hasn't really specified a weight capacity for the table, but I'm over 100 pounds. I'm sitting pretty comfortably on this table, even as I try to rock side to side. I don't feel like this is gonna give way any second, so that's some good notes there for the table. Now this does sit 26 inches tall, so if you were to use this as a food prep station, it does sit a little bit low for that. You do have to reach down unless you have things that stack on top of it. But if you're just using this as a table for sitting by with your camping chairs, that's going to be a pretty good height for it. Pretty standard when it comes to camping table heights to match camping chair heights. So as a camping table, this one is pretty basic in a good way. This has pretty much all of the features that you would need from a camping table, plus it is collapsible. Overall, this does weigh 14 pounds, so it's not quite ultra light as a camping table, but it's still a lot easier to transport and carry around compared to your other bulkier items. You're not having to pay extra for fancier features that you may not even notice or need. You really get what you get with this table. Something strong, something durable, something portable, and it's designed to stand the test of time. Now, Surco has a lot of other vehicle products. They have roof baskets, cargo carriers, things like that designed for your different adventures. So if you're considering this in addition to those other items, that might be a good choice. If you're just looking for something to give you that reliable surface for your different camping adventures at a pretty affordable price, this is also a really good option. If you have any questions or want more information, we have some pretty filled out product pages with all the descriptions and specs to help you out. But today, this was my review of the Surco Laminated Oak Camping Table at etrailer.com. My name is Evangeline, and I hope you enjoyed the journey.